Oh, God, that... I pushed record at the wrong moment.
Oh, God. This is how it ends. This is how it ends. Not like this. Not like this.
Not with a bang.
Oh.
What a burp.
Oh, whimper into the night.
All right, well, let's...
All right. Oh. That was too much sausage. All right.
Watson, there's no such thing as too much sausage.
Maybe at one time. Right. Maybe you need to pace yourself at first until you've upgraded. Until you've worked yourself out. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back to Crimes and Punishments. This is January. Going to try to finish up some games that we left kind of hanging and dangling like participles. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing. So we're back to this game. And last time, Holmes was exploring his sexuality and doing drugs.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
Okay.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
Yes.
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White.
Ooh.
Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed
These
that Mr. Dunn
visits
was
with
not feeling
Albert.
well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Hurry, Watson.
Oh, good. Like, that wasn't it? That wasn't it for the investigation? How puzzling. Hurry, Watson.
Nursery.
Yes. Open the door.
Nursery.
Nursery.
Do you mean nursery?
Nursery. It's a nursery. Don't be
Is
stupid, Watson.
The nursery.
Mary of Nursery. All right.
It's a long blackout.
Tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death.
Dying.
But there was nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory.
Okay.
After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
Or a door.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as
These
soon
are
as I
all
could,
large
for I
glass
knew that
houses.
something must be very wrong.
I didn't say any of
What
those
exactly
words
were you
correctly.
doing in the laboratory?
Large glass
I was
house.
recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited us briefly around...
Staring at Holmes.
Holmes, stop being
Holmes?
weird about it.
You say you were recording an experiment for my tragedy. Might I listen to the world?
Holmes is like just rubbing his hands like,
Please do. You will find it in the laboratory.
and
It is number
the
3.
body? Watson's like,
Thank you.
what are you doing?
Right, in the laboratory.
Yeah, I thought this was the laboratory.
I guess it's not. All right. So
Okay.
I have to...
Large glass house.
This is still burning.
It's been a day. Wasn't, no, he's on the other side.
Yeah.
Why does this section only have music, nothing else? Yeah. Holmes?
Wait, wasn't this where... Or was it...
It'd be in here, where the plants would have been.
No, maybe.
Right.
Maybe not.
Because he broke through that door to get into here.
Yeah.
So it had to have been in that one room where there is no other exit.
That's where he would have most likely been poisoned. Yeah.
Do 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 do.
All right, Albert. I have but one question for you.
Are you gay?
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious. Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying
Is
to
it the
memorize
word Latin you're trying to
Did you
think
see
of?
your father that day?
Yes, he came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's a lot of
Thank you, young man.
times and numbers.
A lot of people arriving
Okay.
late.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
So wait.
Could have done this with them here. It wasn't necessary.
What?
Oh, shit. Do you think the chemical came in through there?
I'm starting. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like,
Yeah, there's no place to place the plants.
yeah, no, none of these are the poisonous one.
Ah.
So if that's the case, huh?
Oh, fuck. Goes in every direction.
It does. So, oh right.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, there was a table. Oh, okay. There was a
Okay.
table. Oh, okay. This chemical came down on the plants right there.
Oh, the yeah, the alkali.
Yeah.
So, inhaled the spores, escaping the room. I mean,
Collapsed on the floor. Died.
yes.
What happened? Oh, okay. Knocked over that. So it broke.
Yeah.
Crunched open the door with his shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, that's
When Montague Dunn was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He
I don't know the
rushed to
caterpillars
door,
came through there.
But it was
I don't have any
locked.
evidence that
He had
caterpillars
to
came through
force
there.
it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague
No
How
idea.
would that have
collapsed
opened?
and
I have no
died
idea.
Not far from the pool.
I think we're missing
It is time to
information.
perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
there. We go. We should have done that first, but okay.
Yeah. Before you made a
The
wild
caterpillar
conclusion
could
like a
only fall
handful of...
from the ventilation.
They wouldn't even have to fall. They would just go through the holes.
I'll activate the ventilation system.
Unless they were in
so
a
that they fall
basket.
down. Watson, stay here and
All right, Holmes.
Watson, be my little guinea pig.
You know you like it.
All right, so. Whoop, 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 bop, baby, bop. Okay. Yep,
the
no.
ensconson was
All right. Check that
Okay.
one out before. Okay. Okay, so ventilation shaft. Go outside for this.
I wonder if his pupils are just huge right now.
It's on so much
It's just
crack.
just black eyes.
All right.
Maybe something.
I see. I see. It goes into
Okay.
here. The nursery.
What?
Is
It's a
you can
switch.
activate the switch from here. Activate.
Okay. You gotta further down. You gotta put something in there to land on Watson's head.
Well, no, that's the caterpillars.
Right.
So the vent is supposed to push them out. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So the nursery and the seed house all have access to it.
At what point?
The power is on. The engine has started.
The engine has stopped?
Started.
Okay.
I know. There we go.
The ventilation system is working.
Why wouldn't the ventilation system just be on the whole time?
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. Isn't that important?
That probably is only, you only have to turn it on every now and again.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Okay. I'm assuming the caterpillars were just waiting there.
Well,
Because there's no way it would have just, like, put caterpillars in it and they would have just been blown across to the other side.
those caterpillars were the dead ones that were soaked in the alkali.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
All right, Watson, at what point did you feel the caterpillars?
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Oh, no, those are the live ones.
Now we know how the
Okay.
murder of Montague Dunn was carried out. By activating both Albert's and Mr.
But
Hamish's
how did they
fan.
fly through the vent?
Only from Mr. Hamish's
No, they were
workplace
pushed down.
would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the
Yeah, but where were they? Just in
Yeah.
that tube?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were set right there.
Okay. And
Above
they
the plants.
stayed in the vent.
Yeah. Why? I'm not sure.
How did the hatch open? What made
the hatch
open?
didn't have to open. All that had to happen was the hatch open to put, to be, to have
to
the
put them in.
caterpillars put in there.
Okay.
Close it, and then when the air pushes down, it throws the caterpillars out.
Okay. Would that have been a strong enough ventilation system to throw bugs?
So that's why you needed both of the intakes going at once from both the other buildings to toss it out.
I guess.
So, deadly precision. Yep. White studies. Missing plants. Okay.
There we go.
All of them. So, the Divine Syndicate left the plants at Hugh Garden in order to murder. No,
No.
they weren't involved
Are you
in the
kidding
actual
me? They
murder.
seem too incompetent.
Yeah, partial theft. They missed the, the poisonous plants at the time, and then they were returned
Yeah.
or something. Martin Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the deadly plant in the colonial collection room as a biologist. He would have understood the technical know-hows.
Okay.
All right. So that would be Hamish is guilty. Martin Hamish could be the killer. He had the opportunity to steal the Divine Syndicate plants and stimulate them from his workplace directly after he had locked Montague Dunn inside the colonial collection room.
Okay.
Albert's lack of experience is not very. Albert is not very good at botany. It is doubtful that he could have learned how the plants
Yeah, he's too stupid to have.
might release their
He
deadly
wouldn't have had
spores.
a motive. I mean, sure, his dad was a dick, but he's a beta male cuck.
Miss White had the
try to murder him.
biological knowledge to stimulate the deadly plants. The knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction
She's a
of the deadly
student.
plants.
So. Oh.
Oh, so two of them had to have been in on it together regardless.
Oh. What?
Wait. Wait, what?
What's going on? Wait,
There
what?
seems like there's...
Is there more information missing?
I feel like there's stuff that I'm missing here.
Yeah, there's a lot of unconnected points. You'd expect everything to have some significant connection. Oh, why? Those guys are idiots. They're morons, Watson.
So I'm having Hamish arrested because I know that he's at least one of the suspects.
Okay.
So I guess I'm just doing this under the suspicion that he is
To
responsible.
interrogate him, I
Yeah.
guess.
A very good day to you, my friend.
The inspector's waiting for you in his office.
Good. He better be. Number 373.
He knows what's good for him.
Hello, Lestrade.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send
No,
a
you
letter
didn't.
to arrest him.
Very good.
Good.
I shall
All
wait
right.
to hear from you.
Yes, I shall.
That's it?
Okay.
Sometime later.
Normally this goes differently, if I'm honest.
I wasn't expecting us to agree.
Well,
Well, good. All right, well,
see, I had prepped myself for your, rebuttal, and I
had I had a couple insults ready to go.
I had a speech, a couple
I
insults.
was going to, comment on your shit mustache,
but I
your
see.
Freddie Mercury-looking face. I mean, gave me nothing to work with. It's kind of disappointing.
I came
You
here as
really know how
quickly
to
as I
take the
could.
fun out of it.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Is he dead too?
What'd you do?
Is Hamish? Did you kill Hamish?
What?
Large
What have you done?
greenhouse.
Oh my God! I can't.
Large greenhouse. All right. Well, we're just.
Holmes, my
Well.
God.
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please?
I thought
should
it
like
said
to-
arrest the body. Yes, I get it, but could
Being
you please
dead
arrest the
doesn't
body?
mean he gets off the hook.
Gosh.
Please.
All right. Well, let's just. There's a note in his pocket. We'll go to that last. Let's look at his feet.
He is way too pale to have been there overnight.
That shoe was unique.
Or not even overnight. This is still the same day.
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
What?
He had a clubbed foot.
Yeah, he has different shoes.
Yeah. I mean,
Special-
he couldn't have climbed up there himself.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He
I don't see why he
doubts-
couldn't have. This is a suicide note.
Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone,
Well, you could
and I shall
cross-reference his
do
handwriting,
so here and now. Farewell.
but they won't let you do that. It's all typed.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
What do you mean? The man's dead.
That's what you can think about this.
There was nothing else to look at?
No. All right, we'll just throw his confession and club foot together.
He admitted to doing it.
is
He's
unable
got
to
a club
remedy it.
foot. I know everything.
All right, so Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion in his club foot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room and activate the ventilation system.
Well,
Did
I
he
mean,
have
if the
an
guy was in there,
accomplice?
he had just started working.
Yeah.
He would have had tons of time. Like, it's a very calm, relaxing, take your time job. You don't got a deadline. The plants, they live longer than you do. What the fuck?
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr.
His
Holmes?
blinking face.
Why? because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't
Could
see
you
why.
have?
No, I don't suppose you do.
What?
You must
Could you have
recall
noticed
that
it?
Mr.
Like if you
Dunn
had like
was locked
searched all the way
inside the
down
colonial collection
his
room
penis,
like a
knees
murderer.
to feet?
If it was Mr. Hamish,
Heads,
he would have had
penis,
to run
knees, and
up to
toes.
his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Yeah, like we
Correct.
said.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
Really?
I
Yes,
have
'cause you're
another
an
idea,
idiot.
Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
sorry, what?
Precisely.
Yeah, I remember that
The
one.
map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Was that in this game?
No. It's Jack the Ripper case. It was the Jack the Ripper game.
Let's analyze the facts.
The one that I didn't really like all that much because they just kind of like flubbed over some of the evidence.
Gotcha. All right. Anyway.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So Martin Hamish and Montague went to meet Albert in the Seed House at around 9:30. So then that would be Albert meets. Okay, so 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be 9:30.
Right.
All right. It was at around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dunn went out to the backyard. So 20 minutes till 10.
It's blue, so put in the blue or yeah.
Yeah. And then after 10 minutes, Dunn recommenced. Recommenced his inspection and entered the tropics room. Hamish returned to the Seed House. So there and there. So they were separated at that point. Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40 when she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse and joined them. Said 10:40. So that's like one of the last ones.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Montague Dunn was unwell, which was around 10:30.
Okay.
Hamish ran. All right, so Hamish was by himself at that point as well. Albert was in the Seed House the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10:10.
Okay, play event.
This is interesting.
This is interesting.
Okay.
Oh,
Why did it stop there?
I don't know. Something's wrong? Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah.
You got everything up to that point, and that one just stops. Go to event timeline.
Albert was in the Seed House the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes. Oh, he was visiting Miss White? Albert saw Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. So then... I think that's the issue there.
Okay.
He saw them together at that point.
Nope. So you got to put that one back. Yeah.
Is that?
Maybe? That doesn't make sense.
So, Albert.
Hello. Hi. How's it
Hello,
going?
going around.
Hello, stupid son.
And they separate
All right,
there.
we'll go by. I'll go on myself.
No. Still. What? Albert?
Do you need to put his down on her timeline?
I don't.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah,
it
no,
has
you
to.
can't. There's something else that needs to go there.
Miss White at 10.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you need to switch his?
What?
Switch the first one and the second one?
No. This is them meeting at the Seed House.
But they didn't meet at the same house.
They did. See. And then they go through. And then this immediately as well.
Okay.
So.
Huh.
Seed House. After talking about. Oh, maybe that.
I guess.
Because he's kind of circled around, talked to her, and then made his way back.
Okay.
No?
No.
What the hell? I am very confused.
Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. What point in time do they overlap?
Okay, maybe that. Maybe that. Didn't move his far enough back. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Blah.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection
Just snap into that.
Given that he was club fully, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
More than enough time does not mean that that she did it.
But no one saw her for a long time.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think she did it, but it's just like, I don't think it's the right way of deducing that. She had more time. Time is a motive.
Let's go ahead and just connect these two.
There you go.
All right. Nope.
I got a suspect yet.
All
I mean,
right.
you got a suspect, but not yet.
Okay. Martin Hamish and Albert are not accomplices. It's unlikely that Albert would have had the opportunity, and 10 minutes would have.
Also, I don't think he would have respected Albert enough to, or even trusted him.
Yeah,
to
probably
even
not.
help him with his crime.
Albert was Martin Hamish's accomplice.
No.
10 minutes would have been enough for him to follow Montague Dunn and lock the door in order that Martin might activate.
Hamish is not involved. He's too stupid. Yep.
And after drop Montague, she could have locked the door and alerted Martin Hamish to activate the ventilation system. That's when they had met up, at the laboratory. She had locked it, returned. He talked to him, and then went and activated the vents.
No other connective tissue?
No.
And this is premeditated,
I mean,
so...
oh, there is those 2 bits right there that I don't know about. There's like, if you, every now and again, it'll flash.
Yeah, I think it's just background. I think it's
Not
just
those ones. Not those outlines. Trust me.
Is there anything else to investigate? Can you interrogate her?
I can give it a shot.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that's it. That's enough. But at the same time, it's like kind of like a little bit more.
I don't think they're here, though, is the thing. Is there more evidence in here that I missed? Oh, yeah. The phonograph. Wait. She said it was number 30 or 320. Is it? No. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Okay.
320.
Here it is.
This was a bit of evidence that she had
Gotcha.
mentioned that I hadn't grabbed yet.
Gotcha. Okay, that might give you an extra brain tissue.
All right, here we go. There we go.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss
All right.
Ward was in the
Bullshit.
laboratory, as she told
Are you
us.
kidding me? At the end, she was like, I'm planning on murdering him. He's like, I don't have time for this. It's ridiculous.
Cylinder records.
Yes. Quite a lot of them.
Very good. Very good, Holmes.
Is there nothing else left?
I still don't know why he gave her all that stuff.
Because he wanted some sex.
He wanted sex?
He wanted sex.
But, Watson, sex with a woman? I mean...
Disgusting.
Shudder the thought. Holmes, let's not talk about this anymore, please. God, no.
Yeah, no, she's not here. I can't think of where additional evidence might be.
Outside of interrogating, I think you have all the physical evidence that you can get. Outside of interrogating, I can't think of anything. I mean, personally, yeah, she did it. She helped with it. Now the question is, did he hang himself? Or did she help him hang?
As in, she hung him and murdered him. No?
Very quickly abandoned that. Hung him and murdered him. Yeah? No, all right. You're right.
Well,
all right, it's not. All right, it's not.
Unless he, like...
I mean, he could have hung himself.
He
Clubfoot
could have.
doesn't mean he couldn't.
But
could have done it.
why would he have killed himself? And completely, you know...
Well, we proved that he was involved in some way.
Yeah.
So he still felt guilt.
By the way, 10 minutes, totally enough time to get from one spot to another.
Yeah.
Even at a
walking. Yeah.
Like this. All right, well, I guess I'll just...
However, you do have to remember that all the doors were locked when you got here. They had to crawl through windows. I mean, come on.
Holmes, don't look at me like that.
Like a sexy piece of ass.
Yes, exactly. Don't look at me like that.
I said no.
I said no.
I said no.
And they always say no.
At first.
And then I put together a perfectly good argument that they can't deny, and they eventually surrender.
Yield.
All right, well.
Watson, I think the cocaine is wearing off. Yeah.
She's a dangerous woman. Very capable of carrying out elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dunn's son, Albert, and later put push Martin Hamish to his suicide. She deserves the rope.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
She deserves a second chance.
Oh, yeah, no. Kill her. Fuck that bitch.
We're probably gonna be wrong about this.
Find out she was raped or something.
What?
Found out she was, like, raped, and she was like, I had to kill him.
No, that's not what I was going with.
Oh.
Jeez. It's dark.
I mean, well, outside of, like, being abused, like...
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
Oh, she's a part of the cult.
Just use your brain.
Jesus.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now
I used it to ask you that question.
Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the
If she
divine
shoots
symbol.
at us, please tell me we shoot her back.
Will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson.
Oh!
I shall see her
She doesn't know that we have the plants.
You
Yeah.
will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular.
I'm
The
planning on us
impulses of
both
women
tackling a
are
small
frustrating. She is a bold
110-pound woman.
and so we must be cautious.
She will
Right?
probably try to
You can
stab
count on
me.
Holmes.
Also, poison is a woman's weapon, so obviously it was
Yeah,
her.
it really is.
Hello.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other
What?
side. No, stop!
Oh, come on. Really? You couldn't do that voiceover line close to your microphone?
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
All right.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Now, Watson. Now,
Stop this
Watson.
foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Watson,
Oh,
she's in your lap.
slap.
That's all you had to do, Watson. It's
Well
all
done.
you had to
She
do.
was not faking.
No shit.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
It's our right to take it from you.
You just saved me.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, let's just. Yes, we got it. And we also got all clues.
Huh. Yeah.
Huh. All right.
She is a terrible person.
Interesting.
I wonder if she's a part of the cult.
Possibly.
Probably. Very poison ivy type.
People solved the case with the same way. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, premeditated.
People made the same moral choice. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Cool. We got one that was on the level as a half moonwalk. What?
I don't like the name of that one. How many
Where are you going, Holmes?
cases are there, Tim?
Invited somewhere?
We have
Can
been
you look that up
invited
for me?
this up. Oh my god.
Where to?
to the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand.
I
the
pay
innocent
them.
ones. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet. They...
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes.
There are 14
and Dr.
investigations.
Watson, to our annual dinner.
I don't know which one we're
Menu,
on. Holy shit.
Entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Ah, sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips.
Where would you get
homemade
hedgehogs?
juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there.
The pockets are full of pudding.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. You have to go.
Don't be a bastard about it.
I do drugs.
Holmes.
This is not the
fine,
most
Mrs.
disgusting.
Hudson.
Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong?
I ate
Don't
some
tell
of
me the
all of
dinner
it.
is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You
6
have
to
to
10
help us,
hours.
Mr.
That's
Holmes,
what it's saying.
'cause I know he didn't do
That's
it.
some bullshit.
Where is he
That's
now?
bullshit.
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Have you been
Holmes,
crying?
We have to help him.
Like a little
And
bitch.
forget about the dinner.
What?
Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in
yes.
Whitechapel.
Watson's like, oh, thank God we don't have to eat. Oh, we don't have to go to the dinner. Oh, thank God.
I
So-
think this might be the last mission. There might be one after it.
No. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's what? They say there's how many investigations? Because
One thing said 12.
I only
don't-
see
I see 8.
we have done 5. We are on the 6th.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, according to this, or at least these are chapters. We're on 8.
What?
Walk through an overview. Is
Oh,
like number 1.
Oh, okay. So there's 8 pages to the walkthrough, but there's
Yeah.
actually only the, this is the last one now. Okay.
That's what it looks like. I cannot confirm this. No
Plants
one,
can be used for murder.
because
they
there was
have
another
been-
thing that said there were more, and so
How stupid is that? Plants can be used for murder. What do you think spears were?
like this one right here. 14 investigation.
14 investigation mechanics.
Right. 14 investigations. I'm looking right at it.
I am too. 14 investigation mechanics. That's
I look up how long to beat.
all right. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right. Wow.
Okay.
Do we go down the alley, or do we go down the street?
So the alley.
You sir, do you know where I'm up here. My eyes up here. You look me in the. All right, fine. Okay, not that way. My apologies.
15 hours?
No, what? Oh,
Maybe 15 hours?
maybe. I don't know. All right, I won't go that way either. I guess I'll go down the alleyway. The dark, dank, creepy alleyway.
Excuse me, little boy. What is your name? Bruce Wayne. I see your parents are dead. Can you point me in the right direction?
That's the 2 murders.
Oh my God, is it?
Oh, no, they're
Please,
both men.
gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Oh.
Good evening.
He sounds like he knows me.
Constable Marrow.
I thought I heard a big dick swinging.
It's you, Mr. Holmes.
But then this
I
is nothing
wasn't
but
wearing my
progress.
best.
With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Right.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes...
And tell me, when you got this statement, did you have to beat the person with it?
Statements out of it. Because that
victims?
degrades the
Two
quality
men
of the
here,
statements.
Both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian.
All
The
right.
other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweler by trade.
Okay. So they were doing a deal.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were 2 other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner,
Charlie,
a gentleman who lives in that flat over there.
We tried asking him, but he doesn't say anything.
Who was over at the far side of the street.
all right.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
All right.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the 2 victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after
Well,
that,
now that we've established that there are multiple entrances and exits, that doesn't really count for much.
Suddenly, I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the 2 dead bodies on the ground.
What are the other
When
police?
I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw
What happened to them?
Chapman. He'd been caught by 2 police constables.
All right. And?
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Right.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
No, it's September.
It's June.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
All right, so your shit witness is what I'm getting.
Constable Marrow.
What kind of testimony did you share? You saw men walk into an
I saw
alley,
nothing
that's
but
it?
rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Okay.
Either you have a very powerful lamp.
Window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
All right. I want to know about the bullet
Your statements have
trajectory.
been of great value to me.
He's the one that was stabbed. No, he's the one that
They're
was
both
shot.
shot.
They were both shot?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shot in the head.
Oh, one of them was blowing the other.
Struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
All right. Plates. Suck object. Piece of wood. Piece of wood. What?
Piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
What?
It is a broom handle?
Part of a cane?
Yeah, probably a piece of a cane.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Yes, someone with a cane came through here. The cane broke. I'll be taking your
This is an
key.
ordinary key.
I shall make love to your wife in your
Door
bed.
it opens.
Sorry, your widow.
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon.
And then what about this guy? Where was he shot? In the gut?
Yeah.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
Maybe you're right. This guy was shot in the back, went through his stomach and into the guy's head.
Well, considering where they're laying, it's the other. They were both standing. As much as I really want that to be hilariously true.
Suffered greatly.
No, this guy
It was a
stumbled
terrible
backwards.
way to die.
The other guy dropped where he was, and this guy stumbled backwards with his hand on his
Yeah, but I
gut.
don't think the window is high enough. For the dude through the head and then him through the stomach.
You don't think
But
so?
if they're both standing, it's the right angle.
Wait, to shoot.
To shoot through that guy's head and his, so considering where they're standing,
I
it's
see
the right
what you
angle.
mean, but I'll have to check because... Yeah, so that's the window. So if that guy was standing...
Just basically just stand them where they are.
So this guy, if he was
right here.
standing right around here, shot through the head, and that guy's there.
Yeah, through the stomach.
That's a weird angle, though. Like if he was standing right, like shooting out the window. Maybe. That's our leading.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Don't
say
Be
that.
careful about your choices.
You're
and words.
underaged. Excuse me.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard
It sounds like he has it's like grievances.
Are you that detective gentleman? I've
Yes.
heard of you.
Yes.
And well, I know things about this evening.
Yes. I'm sure you do.
Your story?
See, I am, in fact, the world's greatest detective. No matter what you've heard about some Bruce Wayne, he's a charlatan. Anyway, as I said...
Oh, shit.
Yep. Military man.
Oh,
would
no.
have had war vet.
Have we already found the killer?
Missing button, poor life. Weak arm, limping on that arm.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
A man, not a boy.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
First of all, neither one of those men that are dead look like they tried to leave or escape. It just looks like they collapsed where they were standing.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, there was a very short pause between them.
No.
And they sounded different somehow.
Um,
Seemed to me
one
that
was
the
a
second shot
firework.
was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
One is a firework, the other one is a gunshot.
Yeah.
They waited for
Mr. Turner.
The firework.
Firework and then fire.
Yeah.
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
There was a boy.
Mr.
A
Turner,
child.
what were your
You're
actions
stupid
after
or
you
something.
stepped up to the window?
Can I accuse you
Afraid
now?
that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr.
Can I
Can I
come
investigate
inside
your
your house? I would certainly
Please.
like that.
Please
Can
let
I
me,
just,
please,
can you
please,
just let me in?
please let me.
All right, fine.
Fine. Bastard.
What a prick.
What's this? Shit? It's probably shit.
Very shit. All right, Miss Flower
Thang.
Lady. Polly Powell.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Yes.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Okay.
Oh, I what is a room
Could you tell us
somewhere?
everything that you may have seen or heard.
Yes, yes. I was selling my
Yes.
flowers as usual.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Then the
Yes.
fireworks began
Uh-huh.
in honour of Queen
Yes.
Victoria.
Right.
I enjoyed those.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
But then,
Right.
It is one of the few joys you have in life,
ran
yes.
out of Half Moon Street and stopped
Uh-huh.
just by
Yes.
me. He
Right.
had a
Really?
gun in his hand.
Oh, did he
He
now?
was like a ghost.
Right.
And all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could
Right.
see it.
Why would he be covered
because
in
of the flashes
blood?
from the fireworks.
And
Is there a struggle?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him.
Yes.
Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Uh-huh. Right. So anyone else come out of
Did you
the
see anyone
alleyway?
else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
Right.
And I like to snipe them from windows up.
Mrs.
I mean,
Powell, did you
with
hear the
prices.
gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Yes.
My thanks.
Thank
It's
you.
odd because you didn't have a window between you and the gunshots, but someone else did. Had a window and walls. And
Weird.
right, yes. Okay.
Well, I mean, it would have bounced off these walls, and it wouldn't have sounded. It wouldn't have been a direct shot. So
true.
Acoustically, so it might have sounded like more shots than it actually was. That's what happened with John F. Kennedy.
Damn it.
With the way that the Dallas Plaza was set up, that a gunshot bounced off multiple buildings and it actually sounded like multiple gunshots.
Yeah.
A single one.
Yes.
There was a dude who does film for movies who came out there with like loudspeakers that are like directional kind of thing.
There's also that episode of Monk.
What? Who cares about a TV show? I'm talking about like documentaries and like real shit.
Right.
I did anything to save my brother, Mr.
Like
Holmes.
King of Tigers.
Which I mean, that is probably based. That's what they got it
It would be
from.
my pleasure to assist you with your investigation, Mr. Holmes.
I somehow don't trust you.
Can I see your gun?
It might be because you're just a shit police officer.
The other police officers.
Well, Watson?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Oh, you don't have to... Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hello.
A fairly long pole with a forked end. A fairly long...
Yes?
It's
an object of interest. I don't...
Isn't it a walking stick?
A fairly long...
Or is it too...
No, it's
it's too
a
long.
hook. It's for, like, hooking things.
Very good, Holmes.
Well done. You have cracked the case, Holmes. You don't have to be so snide about it.
Okay.
Well, let's go interview the suspect.
The little child.
And I think
probably being beaten to death
I think
by
that's where we'll call the
Scotland
episode.
Yard.
All right.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman.
Yes.
He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
That is what I do, you stupid bastard.
Of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you
Right.
can find in the evidence room.
Yes.
Did it have one or two shots missing from it?
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
So is the
Thank
answer
you,
yes?
Lestrade.
I shall leave you to your stupid thoughts.
And your pictures of noses.
Your rhinoplasty.
You're a freak.
You have these numbered, so you can walk into there and you say, I'll take a number 1. No.
Nothing.
I don't know what I was expecting.
I was expecting maybe a dead body, you know? That thing that happens when you go into a
A
morgue.
cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
Yeah.
As one does.
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Yes.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding
Pick it
when
up.
he was caught by the
That
Check
looks
it.
like an
It
expensive
is a
handle,
Webley
maybe.
revolver,
Yeah,
a
it's not his.
reliable weapon.
Uh,
It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Perfect.
so they left a loaded gun in here? There we go.
2 shots.
Yeah, 2 shots done. If the killer
Holmes?
So if the gun was shot,
Don't you wonder sometimes what's...
if the gun was shot
2 out of the 6 shells
and
had been
then
fired.
like
There were
one
2
shot
shots.
and then the gun was thrown out the window,
Why would he take it?
well, if it hit the ground and fired a second shot,
No.
you don't think that would have happened?
No.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm still gonna go. Maybe.
No, because it was what he said. No, yeah, go talk to the kid.
All right.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Okay.
Who the hell are you?
I'm asking the questions here.
Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother. You know him.
Okay, so you're older than I
That
was
means you're
expecting.
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Yes.
You need to apologize first for being such a dick.
All right. So you have a scar on your face, deep scar.
Done fights.
Grew up on the
history,
streets. Was
black eye.
Recent beating. Resisted arrest. Hot-headed.
Got lots of history. All that face of
I can't see what I'm saying about this stuff down there. Oh, office clerk.
Oh.
Fancy
you have a
stuff.
job?
Downtown fashion.
Job.
Cushy job. Interesting. Oh, same tattoo as one of the victims.
Oh. Did he work for him? Was that why he was there?
Tell me
Possibly.
your account of what happened.
The jeweler?
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering our...
Constable?
Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning
A fur person? We call them furries.
And I saw him. He raised his head, and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead, and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
What did he look like?
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand.
They'd do that.
I took it, and then I followed the third man.
You went for vengeance.
Interesting.
Two people you didn't know.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true.
He flew away.
I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds.
A flashbang?
As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police.
Or a firework that went off
on the ground?
Yeah.
Possibly. But someone else would have noticed that, right?
I don't know. At that point, he's on the opposite side where the officer who's unreliable is.
Yeah.
And away from the window.
Yeah, but would have been closer to the woman.
Layton, are you able to describe the person
No, he's on the
who
other
you
side.
saw standing
What?
in
No.
Half Moon Street?
Yeah, wasn't he going in the other direction?
No, he was heading towards where the woman with the flower
Whitechapel?
stand
He was
is.
heading towards Whitechapel?
Yeah.
I thought he was heading away from
I
Whitechapel.
could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see.
Not
Was there
helpful.
anything else that struck you at the time?
Boots. Facial hair.
Perhaps. It's
Jacket.
strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away.
What?
Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Was he chasing his shadow this whole time?
Layton, I confess
I
I'm
don't-
puzzled. Why should
I
a
don't
young
think
lad
so,
like you
because
take
he
a
said
gun
he saw
from
his
the hands of a
saw the
dead
gun.
man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer.
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
I'll just do this.
Same
Westgate
tattoo.
prisoners.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
So let me get this straight. You've heard of me. You've your brother, Wiggins, he works for me. You understand what I do for a living.
Yet you're surprised.
And yet you still lied to me.
That gets you 10 lashings.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities.
I don't really think we call it fraternities, but okay.
Now, you were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
Very pretty face.
Soft lips. Softer butt.
After we were released and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time.
So he made an honest man out of you.
His sister had died in the Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Well.
Okay. Go ahead and do your brain thing.
Do my brain
What
thing.
you got? Ah, that's a good number.
Different shots.
All right. Well, I still think one of them. I think. Okay, so they said that was a short pause. So no, that wouldn't be enough time. I was about to say was the gunshot, but and then the other one was the flashbang or whatever went off in his face, but I think it would have been a much longer pause than just a short pause.
Yeah.
You know, because he would have noticed, he would have ran in there, noticed him, grabbed the gun, followed him, gone around the corner, flash would have went off. It's a little bit longer of a pause. You know, one that, you know, might be worthy of mentioning the number of seconds that the pause was.
Yeah.
So,
Imaginary man. Double murder. Personal motive. Compelling evidence. Simultaneous shots. Interesting. Okay.
Simultaneous shots.
If that is the case, then that would mean that... What? But there's 2 shots out of the same revolver.
Right. We don't know if those were used in that.
Yeah, no.
We have no evidence as of yet
No.
if those are the rounds that killed either one of them.
But still.
Could have just been some dude who used it recently, maybe to scare off an animal. He doesn't use it very often. Didn't put any rounds in it. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this episode. I keep saying that we're getting close.
We are finally near the end.
I believe so. Yes.
Watson, where's my Watson? I need to talk to Watson.
Okay. No. Where is he?
Watson.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Totally fine. Subscribe if you're new. Bell for
Watson.
What are you doing in here?
Were you doing things with him? Was he doing things for you? He doesn't do them for me. Yo, bitch, Watson.
We're leaving.
But you're my bitch.
All right, and yeah, on that note, peace.